got my boy Drew Bex with me. Y'all see him.
What up?
Turn this stuff down. Fano, what up? Tyler Wise was good. Cordell was good. He said, what's up, beautiful? What's up, man? Good. Stephanie, what up? Outsiders Brand, what's good? Shout out to Outsiders Brand right there. I see you. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Welcome to Critique Friday. He said Drizzy should have sent CLB to Critique Fridays because it ain't a 10. Already, bro. He said, I got them Pootie Tang bars. Okay. What you know about Pootie Tang, bro? That's funny. Anybody who references that movie, I wonder how old you are. Like, I really do. You ever seen that movie?
I heard of it, but I don't really know.
It's like it's an old movie, ratchet movie. It's like what's not
bamboozled. What's it called?
Like it's one of those movies for, I would say, like the black community.
No, I know what you're talking about. It's like what's the one I'm thinking about? Not Bamboozled. What's it called again? Is it Hoodwinked? There's a movie that came out around the same time as that, I think. Anyways, yeah. It's like almost like a Bill Bellamy type of.
Okay, so the equivalence would be like The Last Dragon, like Bruce Leroy. Okay. You ever heard of that movie? That was another movie. And it wasn't one with Marlon or Damian Wayans. Was it Shaft or something like that? Yeah. No, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
He said, "I'm gonna make a diss track." Oh, what up, Proudy? What up, man? Shout out to Wifey. She's in the building too.
We got a dope producer up in here. I don't even know.
Ish, man. Ish.
Ish.
Yeah, right, Ish. That's the homie, man. That's the homie.
We got something coming.
Oh, you got something with him?
Oh, yeah, banger.
Okay. Well, y'all know what it is. It's your boy OB, a.k.a. On Beat Music, a.k.a. your grandma's favorite producer. We are live here with Critique Fridays. If you don't know what Critique Fridays is, we like to listen to your music live, critique it, give you a lesson of what you might need some help with, or maybe you have like a really dope record and we just playlist it on the Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora Station playlist. By the way, I got my boy right here, Drew Bex.
What up?
If you don't know Drew Bex, he's got a project coming out really soon. Let him know.
Yeah, man, I got Cindy versus Victoria. I call it SVV for short. Look out for that in the fall, sometime in the next couple months. Waiting on one key feature, but I got some heat on there, so look out for that.
I've been listening to a few things that he sent in. Today we listened to one track, man. It was fire record. I'm actually really excited about it. So, guys, y'all keep a lookout for that. That project will be coming soon. And yeah, we're gonna get in tonight and listen to some of y'all records. If you have not submitted yet, go ahead and email me to rapzillalivesubmit@gmail.com. Again, the email is rapzillalivesubmit@gmail.com. YouTube, I see you. Facebook, what up? And Twitter, I see you too. Twitch is just there. I see you, Twitch.
Eli, what
up? You said don't see. What do you say? Don't see L's B. Send. Oh my gosh, that's Steven right there. He said don't see L's B. Send the song right now so we can make sure it's a 10. That's funny. Shout out everybody tuning in right now. I see people coming in and out. If you're coming in, man, thank you for staying. You said Scribe got a banger with Drew Bex and me coming out real soon. That was Proudy.
I hope that's dropping soon. I've been waiting for that, man.
I got a record too with Proudy and Q Flow. I don't know when that joint's coming out, and I'm waiting for that one because I think that could be a single if we get it right. So, Outsider said, can't wait to hear the new by Camban featuring Dayton. Oh, okay. Is that something that you sent in? Did Camban send that in?
That combination makes sense though. Those two will be dope on the track together.
Camban and Dayton? Yeah. Yeah, I could hear that. That's pretty cool though. I remember when Camban was like, when he first started and we found him on here, it was crazy. Obi, that ain't ready. That ain't ready for art. Oh yeah. Me and Cordell, I'm working on something with him. I'm working on a few tracks. I'm working on something for GamFam as well.
He's dope.
Yeah, bro. He's like he had song of the month. I forgot. We're gonna announce that tonight. I'm working on something with Dia as well. I'm working on a lot of stuff with a lot of different people right now.
Shout out to the homie Mitch Durrell. I see you in here. Shout out.
Mitch is in here?
Yep.
What up, Mitch? Poindexter, what's up? All right, let's get started, man. He said just notice the title. We still got spots available, so if you're trying to get in right now, Drew Bex is gonna be here. We're gonna be listening to some of your stuff. Steven, do me a favor. Can you drop those songs from Song of the Month? Or, yeah. I'm going to type it. Can you drop the winners? Last month. Make sure we got all the songs in here. That way we can listen to these records and give them like the proper thing. I'm glad I got Drew here because he's gonna help me pick the winner for Song of the Month. You said Ish said CLB was not even close to Donna. We ain't doing that in here. We ain't doing that in here.
Started early, huh?
I know everybody's coming in here and talking about CLB. Listen, man. They're both in their own lane. I'll put it that way. That's the best way to describe that. You can't compare. As much as I would sit here and try to do that, you can't compare either one to each other. They're both different in their own way. They have a different type of sound. You can't say, oh, one's this and one's that. Like, it all has to do with, what they did. I would say both of them did what they do, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, Kanye is a genius in music in general, and what he does it great. And I think he did that, and he showcased that with Donda. I think with CLB, the same thing with Drake. Drake is very commercial, very great at doing that. He's very good at making certain types of songs for the radio and all that. I think that's what he did. And so, we got to give it to both of them. So, yeah, you say Ye and G. Oh my gosh, Ye and Drizzy are in their own lanes. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's get it started, man. I'm about to play some new music. Let's get started with the first song tonight. And again, if you have not submitted, you can submit tonight. We are listening. We have a lot of records that we're gonna go through, and again, we have spots available. So go ahead and submit for tonight, so that we can get started, man. What up, KD? I see you, bro. All right. So, first song tonight is an artist by the name of God's Soldier. Again, we're gonna kick it off early.
Change your name.
The song is called Episodic Memories. Okay, am I saying that right, Drew?
Episodic memories.
Episodic Memories.
God's Soldier.
Okay. He said he's a CHH artist hailing from Tallahassee, Florida. Yeah, so God's Soldier. Why don't you just go by your real name, bro? Richard Diggs. Wait, I think I remember this dude. I think he's actually pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. It was the same dude from... I think he submitted either last week or the week before. He might actually be really good, if I'm not mistaken.
And his name was God Soldier? Bad name?
Yeah. So, bad name.
Yeah, off the jump, the name is not like... Yeah, off the jump, I got issues with the name. Not that, like...
Oh, he said, I'm working on changing my name to Diggs, man. Okay. What do you think about Diggs?
I think there should be like a something Diggs. Like, I think Diggs by itself might be too, like... I'm sure there's a bunch of other artists named Diggs. So I feel like Diggs, it sounds good, but I feel like you need to add like another letter. I don't know, R Diggs or something Diggs or Diggs something or
something, right?
Yeah,
because I feel like
the spelling.
Yeah, I feel like the same thing. Are you lagging?
I'm lagging. Yeah.
Is it my internet?
I'm on your internet, so.
Hey, am I lagging for you guys? Try backing out and then coming back in, because I want to make sure.
I did that a couple times.
and it's still doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's always behind. But it's always like that. Even when I come here in the past, it's always behind.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like on my phone, I mean, it's always behind.
No, I just want to make sure that it's not just pausing anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. No, everybody's saying they're good.
But yeah, for his name, if he goes with Diggs, I think Diggs is cool. Except for, I feel like there's gonna be other Diggs out there, so you'd have to add some different kind of spelling to it, or put a letter beside it or in front of it, or put Diggs something or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think the same thing. I agree. I feel like there needs to be some type of name. Somebody said Rich Diggs would be fine.
God Soldier's gotta go though.
Well, yeah, he's changing
he knows
that.
that. Okay,
He's changing that. All right, let's check it out. We got my guy Diggs. He's about to play his record, Episodic Memories, and we're about to see what's good.
I'm not sure if it's just my phone. I mean, if they're saying it's cool.
Yeah, they're saying that it's good
so
on
I
there.
wouldn't worry about it then.
Yeah, it might be your phone. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna have to hit mute real quick, guys, on the mic because I gotta turn everything down, and then yeah, we're about to play the record. Let's go.
I see you wrong.
4,000 US Marines eagerly await the launch of Operation Kandjar, which means Strike of the Sword in Pashto. This is to be the largest operation ever launched in Afghanistan by ISAF.
Look, they televised the murder rate. Boosted by the search of hate. Can't tell how many bodies I see captured on them steel tapes. No yellow tapes in this war. Bombs dropping real guard. Saw the assassin hit him from behind and took his whole arm. Oh lord. Look, back to it. Finally put that threat to him. Celebrated death in 8 battles. I was that ruthless. Devil tried to count all my sins. They subscribed to him. God paid the way for my success. I took that ride for him. Fell to my knees and made confession. To his only son, forever daddy. Time I get some time just to spread the message. Hope my words prescribed to treat your worst depression. I let she said it made her sick. My love is convalescent. Mine is love and affection. She just added a whole ton of stress. 2,000 bodies on my conscious blood was effortless. Pain in my eyes, you can see it through the darkest lenses. Fog of war, coming away from the nightly tremors. I'll be sure today they see me like a new prescription. Rest assured I made them keen me when they check the vision. Secure my goals but still in chain, gotta get more riches. Interrogate me like they bled, DJ premonition. Avert my father from his death, I think I'm Linda Hansen. Cut the lost, they feel Stein and mug him like he's Samson. 11 days from my tent, I tried to feel his presence. Started wars all my life, don't think they get the message. But just like Luther, force was strong, still a soldier in the kindred spirit. Change perspective on these deaths, I'm talking rearview mirrors. Yeah, real vivid.
We gotta recognize that wealth is intergenerationally created. Most people who get rich don't get rich in a lifetime. Oprah, that's once in a while. Bill Gates, that's once in a while. Most people are intergenerational wealth. That means what? That if black people want to catch up, we have to start saving wealth and passing it to the next generation. Our biggest problem ain't that we're splurging, is that every time we splurge, we're stealing for our descendants. You're giving them no inheritance to get started with.
Yeah, let's politic about black dollars, the real true black power. Organize the memberships, 1920s on my side, I got one life to live. Cash out, we stipend them, 10 to goes a butter rim. Start a league on the ship, wealth level billionaire. All my dogs are millionaires, hanging in my circle, rolling 2D like we good in here. Perfect timing, this the year, vision looking crystal clear. Lost a couple fortunes, now we major, but some pain and shit. Weighing on a different scale, cash on my neck and ears. Work below your worth, consider slavery, ain't no selling myself short this year. Peak the fastest of my verses, burglar balls, free my king, don't let them steal your joy. They only metal when you buy the win and settle. That's the greatest sin. Pray to God secure the win. Consistency is key, so I've been locked in since a little kid. Reverence to the Most High, the church saying amen. Episodic memories of my future blessing. Watch me manifest.
Watch me manifest it. Watch me manifest it. Watch me manifest it. You could give black people the worst part of anything and they'll find a way to make it amazing. I think it goes back to her point about ownership. We don't own the culture that we create. And I think that's the issue. But what we are doing right is that we always have the most creative, most artistic, most true expression of whatever industry we're in. And the issue is that we don't own it. We're not the ones signing the checks.
All right, guys. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Shout out to my guy Rig. Was it Rig? Diggs. Sorry, I thought about.
We know Riggs.
Yeah. Shout out to Diggs for his record, Episodic Memories. So, guys, what do y'all think? Thoughts, opinions, suggestions? Anthony J. Rap says, great message. Eli? I'm just gonna call you Eli. Great song, man. He can rap, needs mixing. Song is lengthy, and the talking is a little much. Okay. Stefan says, I believe it's good, but kind of exclusive. But I get it. I get it is like knowledge from a cipher. I don't understand that. That's
Cipher, as in maybe
like a
maybe you don't know what cipher is. I when I hear the word cipher, I think of like the hip hop cipher.
Right, that's what I think too. Someone said dope concept, having the sermons as the chorus. I did want to address that part. So I do think, obviously, I think Diggs is a really good artist. I think he actually has a good voice. I love that he can rap. He knows what he's doing when he writes. My thing about this record is those actual things that you were saying. This record, me and Drew were kind of talking about it. It does sound more like an album exit.
It's not a bad thing.
Huh? Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
As long as you know that and you place it,
right
in the right place on the album.
And I feel like, but here's where I feel like the problem is. I feel like, man, somebody tweeted this, and I think it was Trisha Bell. Was it Trisha Bell? Somebody did it. I don't remember if it was Trisha Bell or somebody on Twitter had tweeted this, and I was like, yes. They said artists stop making, or like, they said stop making projects and albums to fans you don't have. That was the one thing.
Oh yeah, no, it was I saw that tweet recently. I think it was Israel. I don't know. Somebody tweeted that, and it was really good because I agree with it. And I think the biggest reason why I agree with it is because if it's somebody who is up and coming, like who really is trying to get their foot in the door, I think you really need to go the singles route. So you can't really afford. Yeah, you got something to say? Yeah, I'm two ways about that because I understand.
Come up a little bit.
Okay, I'm two ways about that because while I understand that, I think that there's a danger of stunting an artist's growth because not every artist wants to make, and myself included, like I've been through this. Not every artist wants to just make singles. Sometimes they want to express their art. Like imagine telling Kendrick to make just radio singles, right? However, you have to know and be realistic and be like, why am I making music? Am I doing it? If you're doing it to be seen and heard and to actually get somewhere in the industry, then yes, you need to know that.
But isn't that everybody today?
No, because some artists make music. Like I talked to my homie Charlene Nash,
okay,
and she says like she doesn't like putting out singles. I mean, she does every now and then.
But the thing is with Charlene, I feel like Charlene does has a somewhat of a following. I feel like people do bump her music.
She does, and I'm just careful not to put all artists in like here's how it has to be done.
Right. No. I agree. I think there could be a creative way to do that. I just think when it comes to like something like this, when you're really trying to get your foot in the door.
Yes, I agree. You wouldn't want to submit. Like I think
if he submit. First off, I know he's working on his name, but if God Soldier were to submit an album to me,
you wouldn't even.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even listen to it. So that's why I say marketing is a big thing. Like with your name, all of those things. I know you're changing your name, but like now I'm like also gonna be looking at like, okay, what does he sound like? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? First time I see somebody pop up on my stream, I'm like, okay, well, I need to hear what he sounds like. I'm not gonna go. I'm telling you right now, I know probably 9 times out of 10, fans are not gonna just go and be like, I need to go listen to this dude's album.
No, for
they
sure,
want to hear like. It's usually like visuals, I would say, because that's where do you find most of your music today on like social media? You'll find like you'll be scrolling through like TikTok and you'll be like, oh, this is a dope artist, or you'll find them on Instagram, whether it's like a promo or whatever it might be, you know, something, or people actually say, hey, yo, so and so is really dope. Check this record out. Somebody shares it. So usually it's some type of form of social media. You'll find at least one single that people kind of like, hey, you know what, and you get your music ends up getting introduced to the world by that.
I definitely agree 100% that it's like if you're a producer, so you understand that there are certain beats that you would submit to an album,
right,
and certain beats that you would submit for a beat. If you're in a beat battle,
sure,
you're not gonna bring the same beat. Like for the beat battle, you gotta bring a certain type of beat.
Yeah.
So similarly, if you're gonna submit a song to something like Critique Fridays, in the hopes of getting playlisted, a song like this, while I personally think it's a good song for an album, would not necessarily be the kind of song you'd want to submit.
I agree.
Right?
Oh, because that's how I was gonna.
Yeah.
But my whole, everything I was saying, had the reason why I was saying all of that was because I feel like we can't afford to do, like, I feel artists like him can't afford to be doing songs like this, and like what I'm saying is, as like, not saying concept, I'm talking about he could have probably done it in a better way to make it a little bit more commercial, to make it more like, oh, this has replay value, all that good mess. But I would say like a song like this, the way it is right now, it sounds like an album record. I feel like it would be skippable. Am I wrong?
Like I said, it's an album closer.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
Well,
but,
yeah, no.
But
I'm saying
if I heard this in the middle of the album, I'd wanna skip past it.
So
because I want to be like,
I guess that's a really big question that I want to ask Rich. Is this an album record, or is this a single that you're about to drop?
Yeah, if he's trying to make it a single, I don't think it's the best at all. The best kind of single to drop.
Legacy, what up, man?
What up, Legacy? Congratulations on the project, man. It's dope. If y'all don't know,
Oh, he dropped the project?
Yeah, he just dropped the project on Thursday. It's called Yo, Legacy. What's the name of it again? It's called I'm on it, and it's dope. I've been bumping it.
Oh, he said it is an album record. Okay, so that being said, okay, we can hear it on that. But again, I still stand by what I say about how I really think that you need to look into just probably pouring more into singles right now, because you're still trying to get your foot in the door. Things like this where you're submitting to Critique Fridays, or where you're submitting into like Rapzilla in general, I think that's a good thing. But you got to do that with solid songs, solid like single records that do get your message across, but at the same time are something that's going to catch people's attention. I think a lot of people in here want to go for the longevity. They don't want to go for, hey, I put out a record, okay, now next week I got to put out another one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that I wish people would really, really try to strive for more. Gaff has said, Double Trouble Critique, gonna be a dope night. Rich said, I'm submitting another one tonight. All right, I want to hear that. Let me hear some single worthy stuff. I think overall though,
he's dope though.
I think he's dope. I
I like the content. Like, it was very important, timely content. But
right.
I hear what you're saying. Like, the content is not going to be heard if people don't want to listen to it. Right?
If it's not
delivered,
it's not delivered in a certain way. If it's not presented. I think I talk a lot about presentation, and it's like when you're doing an assignment, right? Like when you're going and you have like a homework assignment back in college or whatever, even high school. You have to present it really well. You have this one assignment. It's not an album or anything like. It's an assignment. You have to present it well. If you don't present it well, then you're gonna get a bad grade, and people are probably gonna fall asleep. So when I remember doing presentations back in the day in school, and I had to make sure that I was catching people's attention. Like, that's just, now you as an artist, you have that same type of platform. You're in front of an audience like you were in front of a classroom. Let's not make your audience fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say for you, Rich, I think this is a good song for a project. That being said, I'd give it a...
No, something that he said, whatever you do...
Critique Friday said, whatever you do... you do...
Market. Oh, it's kind of being obscured, okay.
I don't know what he's saying.
Know what the market... Whatever you do, know what the market is, and know what your expectations are.
Yeah.
Yes, you can put out albums, but don't do it without knowing the risk. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I don't think an artist should stunt their growth, but they have to be realistic about why, like, their goals.
My thing is I try to take into account, like, a lot of these people that put out projects, they want to see a recoup. They want to see some type of something coming back in there. Now, I'm not saying just money. I'm talking about a fan base. Like, mainly is fan base. They want to recoup numbers on Spotify. They want to recoup a growth on their social medias. They want to recoup in some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think when you take a big risk and burning a hole in your pocket, where I've seen people like drop like 10 G's. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it too, on a whole project, and they don't get but like maybe 1 or 2 follows. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Even from a ministry perspective, if you want to reach people with the word of God, you want to actually get the people's ears, right? And the best way to do that is to make a song that you know will, by word of mouth, whether it's word of mouth, whether it's ending up on playlists, you want to extend your reach to get the message out there. So even from a ministry perspective, you still want to make a song that you know a lot of people are going to want to listen to, place on their playlist, tell their friends about.
But that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Today is playlist day. It's like in today's music world, it's all about playlists. Like everybody was talking today about Drake having the top 21, like his whole album was on the.
And that's just by virtue of him being Drake, though.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I know, I agree. But you want to, like, that's the thing about, like, and I'm gonna be real. When I drop a beat to sell, like, sometimes there's like I built a name for me where I feel like I could drop a lot of dope like beats, even just some of the most simple beats, and some people go crazy about it because it's like, oh, it's on beat music, you know what I'm saying? But I built like a platform for that, and I think a lot of people can do the same thing too. And like anybody in here can do that same thing, where like even somebody like a Nick D, when nobody really knew who he was. I remember when he was submitting here, it was crazy. I think you were here, right? When submitted.
When Nick D first submitted, I think so.
Yeah, when he first submitted, and nobody really knew who he was inside the Christian hip hop realm. Now there's like people that like he can drop whatever he wants, and it's like people eat it up. Same thing with like artists like NF. Same thing with like artists like Lecrae, Andy, all of them like that. But they built that, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of you guys can do the same thing. That doesn't mean to give you an excuse to drop any trash or anything either. But at the same time, like
you could start experimenting more.
Yes.
Afterwards,
you want to build so then you can be able to like really have the room to be able to like I want to drop something, what I want to drop, like more creative, like Rich. You could have probably dropped this whenever you actually built that fan base. So that's kind of where I'm at. You said if you do spoken word, please DM me. I want to collaborate. Obi, give me grace. I'm going to periodically post this. Okay, no. No, but overall, you can cut. If you want to cut all that, you can cut it. But overall, I think you're a dope artist. I think where you're at, I think you're really growing. I can hear that. I like the production. I do think, I don't know if you had the track outs. It did sound like a 2-track mix. I would say if you don't have the track outs, invest into them. Get a better engineer, because I think the engineering on here, it wasn't as solid. I wanted it to hit a lot harder. Vocals were kind of getting drowned out by the melody in some ways, which was weird because the drums didn't hit as much, but then the vocals kind of clashed with the melodies. So that was something that I definitely heard. Again, if you did not see my post about the Donda album and my like take on it, this is why, and I'm gonna rant about this a little bit in a minute, but this is why it's so important to get engineering, because what made Donda is that engineering on that project. Real engineers will definitely hear what I'm talking about. I know a lot of people were on there and some people were disagreeing, but a lot of people that I respected were liking what I said and agreed with me, and I like that because that makes me feel like, oh man, like I was saying something on point, due to the fact that the engineers that I look up to, some of the producers I look up to, they were commenting on that. They were liking and they were telling me, hey, you're spot on. So that's why I say engineering is such a important tool, and I think that would make and break your record as well. especially with you, Rich, I think this record just definitely needed a lot more engineering. I think I would have loved it a lot more if it was engineered differently. Any engineers you'd recommend? Well, if y'all don't know, I have an engineering team. Okay, so if y'all want to holler at me, I got an engineering team. Come with the budget. We can definitely get your record. I definitely have an engineering team. You can holler at me. We got some other people. My man, who was it? Your boy?
Adam J.
Adam what?
He was in here. Adam Josh. He was in here.
Adam Josh.
Yeah.
I heard one of his mixes today. Huh?
He's dope. Like super dope.
I heard one of his mixes today. I was like, whoa. Like he actually has some really dope engineering. So shout out to him.
He does ESO stuff too.
Oh, he does ESO stuff?
Yeah, he used to do all of Lambo
Oh,
stuff.
you know what? You're right. Because I did hear.
Yeah, he does ESO stuff.
I've heard ESO talk about him. Ron, I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I would say holla at me if you need some engineering. I got other people that I could definitely recommend to. But first, come through over here. You know what I'm saying? I'll be music. We got our engineering team. We got them on lock. So we are going to be taking some people like more. We're going to be taking more requests from other artists. If you guys want to book us for engineering and stuff, so go ahead and hit us up. Rich, I'll give this record. What do you give it out of 10? 1 out of 10.
I'm gonna go 7.
7? Yeah. Well,
You feel like a light 7 or
okay. I feel like I'm 6.5, and the reason why. So Drew gave it a 7. I gave it 6.5 because I'm still not sold on the little skits or like the sermon stuff. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It is for what it is.
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can mess with that. For what it is, if it's a project song and not really a single, I'll give it a 7. But mixing and mastering, bro, needs to really be on there. Bro, half of the 808s were out of tune on CLB. Engineering can't fix that. Prim, what up, man? What's up, dude? Hey, I got your pack, by the way. I gotta check that out. You like what we do? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Rich, we give it a 7 out of 10. Shout out to Rich, man. Thank you, man. My guy Diggs, Rich Diggs, he submitted his record, and yeah, we kind of went in on that. We weren't going in on you. We had a lot of thoughts. Hey, you know what's funny is that me and Drew, we have been talking this whole time, like all day, and actually, when he got here yesterday, we had just been talking about projects, and which is good because these are the type of topics that we love to talk about. We like to talk about, Christian hip hop in so many ways. This is like Critique Fridays has almost become like a podcast in some ways, and whenever we talk about these things, and that's why I like that he's here today, because I think we can treat Critique Fridays today a little bit like more like a podcast, so we can talk and discuss like production. We can discuss engineering and all those things that I really think that's important within our circle that we don't really take a lot into consider. So Obi Prim produced that song I sent in. Which one? The other week. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, hold on. I don't even know what to say.
Just.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, let's keep it going. Yeah. People are like, "What did he whisper?" Somebody probably reading this man's lips. All right, let's keep it going, man. My heart is like racing right now. That's crazy. All right, let's keep it going. Next up, we got an artist by the name of Carl Jung. And the song.
Stephen Jung.
Yeah, but he says my name is Carl Jung.
Okay.
Well, I don't even know. Maybe Carl Stephen Jung. It could be Carl Stephen Jung.
I mean, he said his name is Carl Jung, so I guess his name is Carl Jung.
Carl Jung. Yeah. The song is called Alive with Christ. We're going to go ahead and check this record out. Y'all guys let me know what y'all think. For real?
Babe? She's saying, like, cut it off at school.
Guys, my wife might be in labor, so that just happened right now. I gotta get out of here. I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to reschedule all of you guys for next week. Y'all pray for me because I don't know what's going on. So they just came in here and told me that she might be in labor, and we gotta drive. We gotta drive to Toronto. So, guys, please pray for me. I gotta go. Love you guys. I will keep y'all updated. Peace out.